Across the vast expanse of our planet, in every untouched corner of the wild, a breathtaking drama unfolds with the rising of each sun. Here, in the heart of Africa, the land itself becomes a living stage, where every blade of grass, every shadow, and every whisper of wind plays a part in the relentless story of survival. This is the story of survival, an ancient tale written in the language of instinct, adaptation, and raw determination. Across the golden savannas and dense forests, animals of every shape and size face a daily gauntlet of challenges. Herds of elephants march in solemn procession, their trunks searching for water beneath the parched earth. Lions, cloaked in tawny camouflage, move with silent precision through tall grasses, their eyes fixed on the distant silhouettes of antelope. Every creature must find food, avoid becoming food, and nurture their young in a world where beauty and danger are forever entwined. A mother gazelle stands vigilant, her ears flicking at the faintest sound, ready to defend her fawn from the lurking shadow of a cheetah. In the cool shade of acacia trees, a leopard waits, muscles coiled as the sun dapples its rosette-marked fur. To thrive in this ever-shifting landscape, each animal has honed a set of extraordinary skills. The cheetah, a blur of speed and grace, explodes across the plains in pursuit of its quarry, while a weaver bird crafts intricate nests, weaving blades of grass with astonishing dexterity to shield its eggs from predators and the elements. These are not mere tricks of chance, but the result of countless generations of adaptation. Claws sharpened for gripping, fangs designed for piercing, and skin patterned to vanish into the dappled light. Each feature is a masterpiece, sculpted by the invisible hand of time. Some animals wield brute strength, like the lion pride that brings down prey through coordinated teamwork, or the baboon troop that bands together to ward off rivals. Others rely on intelligence and cunning, devising strategies to outwit both predator and prey. And many find their greatest advantage in unity, where the safety of the group becomes the shield of the individual. The grand theatre of life is alive with epic confrontations, predators and prey locked in a silent dance, camouflage artists vanishing before our eyes, and packs working in perfect harmony to secure a meal. Every day the savannah echoes with the sounds of pursuit, alarm calls, and the quiet triumphs of survival. Africa, with its endless grasslands and shadowy jungles, is the ultimate stage for these dramas. The rising sun paints the land in gold, revealing a world teeming with life, each creature poised for the challenges that lie ahead. Here the rules are simple but unforgiving. The swiftest, the strongest, and the cleverest survive, while hesitation can mean the difference between life and death. A herd of wildebeest thunders across the plains, their hooves drumming a rhythm of urgency as predators lurk at the edges, waiting for a single misstep. On the open plains, a troop of baboons asserts its dominance, their numbers and fierce displays deterring would-be challengers. They patrol their territory with vigilance, each member alert to the shifting moods of the wild. In the shadowy forests, chimpanzees gather beneath the canopy, their nimble fingers wielding sticks to extract hidden insects. They solve puzzles together, sharing knowledge and forging bonds that strengthen their community. Each animal's approach is a marvel of evolution, a unique answer to the eternal question of how to endure. The spiral horns of an antelope, the prehensile trunk of an elephant, the expressive tail of a lemur, all are tools in the arsenal of survival. From the mightiest gorilla to the tiniest beetle, every creature reveals a different strategy. Some rely on brute force, others on stealth, and many on the subtle art of cooperation. The jungle hums with the industry of ants, each one a vital cog in a living machine, while the forest floor is alive with the scurrying of beetles, each playing its part in the cycle of life. In this journey, we will venture deep into these wild places where every shadow holds a secret and every sound tells a story. We will encounter primates who rule through different forms of power. The raw physical might of the baboon, whose dominance is written in muscle and movement, the sharp, calculating intellect of the chimpanzee, whose eyes reflect a mind always at work, and the remarkable female leadership of the lemur, where wisdom and social bonds guide the group through the shifting seasons. We will witness how their bodies, minds, and social lives are exquisitely tuned to the worlds they inhabit, each adaptation a testament to the ingenuity of life. Their stories are living case studies in adaptation, each one a window into the endless creativity of nature. By comparing these remarkable creatures, we begin to see the many paths evolution can take, creating a tapestry of behaviors and forms, all converging on the singular goal of survival against the odds. Yet the wonders of survival are not confined to Africa alone. Brief glimpses into rainforests, deserts, oceans, and mountains reveal creatures that have mastered their own unique challenges, each ecosystem a crucible for innovation and resilience. In the lush rainforests of the Americas, a jaguar glides through water, its powerful muscles propelling it silently toward unsuspecting prey. On the jungle floor, an army of ants moves as one, a living river of purpose and coordination, overwhelming obstacles with sheer numbers and unity. In the open ocean, dolphins work together in seamless harmony, herding fish with intelligence and grace, their movements choreographed by instinct and experience. Each example adds a new layer to our understanding, revealing that there is no single path to survival, only a boundless array of solutions, each as remarkable as the next. Nature's playbook is vast and endlessly inventive, filled with strategies as diverse as the creatures themselves. In this grand theatre, every day is a test, every life a story, and every moment a triumph of adaptation and resilience. On the sun-drenched savannas of Africa lives a formidable primate, the baboon. These are not apes, but large, old-world monkeys, built for a life out in the open. A male baboon is a truly impressive sight, weighing up to 40 kilograms with a muscular body and a powerful dog-like snout. His most fearsome features are his long, sharp canine teeth, which can be up to 5 centimeters long as a lion's. This is an animal designed for confrontation. Their coarse grey-brown fur helps them blend into the dusty landscape, and they possess tough, calloused patches on their bottoms, allowing them to sit comfortably on rough ground or branches for hours while keeping watch. Baboons are omnivores, which means they have a varied diet that helps them thrive in their environment. They spend much of their day foraging, eating grasses, seeds, roots, and fruits. However, they are also very capable hunters. A baboon troop is not just a family, it is a highly organized brigade. When the opportunity arises, they will work together with surprising coordination to hunt smaller animals like hares, birds, or even young antelopes. The group will often spread out to corner their prey, creating a wall of bodies that the frightened animal cannot escape. This coordinated effort funnels the target towards the most powerful males, who deliver the final decisive blow. The social life of a baboon troop is a complex drama governed by a strict hierarchy. These groups, which can be very large, are typically led by a dominant alpha male. He does not inherit his position. He earns it and must constantly defend it through displays of aggression and physical combat against rivals. This constant struggle for power ensures that the strongest and most capable individuals lead and protect the troop. Communication is constant and noisy, a series of grunts, sharp barks, and howls that convey everything from a warning about a nearby predator to a squabble over food. At night, they retreat to the safety of high cliffs or tall trees to sleep, away from the dangers that patrol the savanna floor. The continuation of the troop depends on raising the next generation. A female baboon signals she's ready to mate with a prominent, bright red swelling on her hindquarters, an unmistakable advertisement for the dominant males. After a gestation period of about 6 months, a tiny infant is born. For the first few weeks, the baby clings tightly to its mother's belly as she moves. Later, it will graduate to riding on her back like a little jockey, observing everything around it. Through play fighting with other youngsters and watching the adults, the young baboon learns the crucial skills it will need to survive, from finding food to understanding the intricate social rules of the powerful baboon brigade. Deep within the lush, dense forests of Central and West Africa, a world of extraordinary mental prowess unfolds among the continent's most intelligent creatures, the chimpanzees. These remarkable great apes possess minds capable of astonishing feats of memory, problem-solving, and social strategy, making them true masters of their environment. Unlike other primates that may rely on sheer strength or aggression, chimpanzees dominate their world through intelligence, intricate planning, and sophisticated cooperation. An adult chimpanzee is a formidable presence, weighing up to 60 kilograms and wielding immense upper body strength, enough to bend branches and swing effortlessly through the treetops. Their long arms and dexterous hands are perfectly adapted for an arboreal life, but it is the workings of their minds that truly set them apart from the rest of Africa's wildlife. The intelligence of a chimpanzee is revealed in their remarkable ability to craft and use tools. In the heart of the forest, a chimpanzee may select a sturdy stick, carefully strip away its leaves, and transform it into a precise instrument for extracting food. This is not a simple, instinctual act. Young chimpanzees spend years observing and practicing, learning the subtle techniques from their elders and passing these skills down through generations. Picture a chimpanzee perched beside a termite mound, selecting just the right twig, stripping it bare, and then delicately inserting it into the mound. With patience and precision, it draws out a wriggling feast of termites, demonstrating both foresight and dexterity. In another part of the forest, a chimpanzee gathers hard-shelled nuts and selects a flat stone. With calculated force, it uses another rock as a hammer, cracking open the tough shells to reveal the nutritious kernels inside. When water is scarce, chimpanzees improvise by chewing leaves into absorbent sponges, dipping them into tree hollows to soak up precious droplets and quench their thirst. Each chimpanzee community develops its own unique tool-using culture. In one region, a group may specialize in fishing for termites, while another perfects the art of nut-cracking, each technique evolving and adapting to local challenges. Chimpanzee society is a tapestry of shifting alliances and complex relationships, where every individual must navigate a web of social dynamics. They live in large, fluid communities that can number over 100 individuals, each with its own hierarchy and unwritten rules. Yet these communities rarely remain together as a whole. Instead, they split into smaller, ever-changing groups throughout the day. This fission-fusion society allows them to adapt to the shifting availability of food and resources, with subgroups foraging independently before reuniting. As dusk falls, or when danger threatens, these smaller parties merge back together, reinforcing bonds and defending their territory as a united force. At the heart of this society stands the alpha male, whose reign depends not only on strength, but on shrewd political maneuvering and mental agility. He forges alliances by grooming his supporters, sharing food at strategic moments, and lending support during disputes, always calculating the balance of power within the group. Through these acts, he weaves a network of loyalty and trust, ensuring his leadership endures. Nowhere is the mental prowess of chimpanzees more evident than in their coordinated hunts. Their favorite prey, the agile red colobus monkey, demands teamwork and cunning to capture. A hunt begins with careful planning. Individuals take up strategic positions, communicating silently through subtle gestures and glances. The group moves with stealth, surrounding their prey high in the canopy, each chimpanzee knowing its role in the unfolding drama. One acts as a driver, flushing the monkeys toward hidden blockers, while others block escape routes, anticipating every move of their quarry. The ambusher waits in silence, poised for the perfect moment to strike, relying on patience and timing. When the hunt is successful, the spoils are shared among the participants, strengthening the bonds of cooperation and trust that are the foundation of chimpanzee society. In the wilds of Africa, it is not just strength, but the power of the mind that ensures survival. In the heart of Africa, the eternal contest between brawn and brains plays out in 1,000 forms, each more dramatic than the last. When we place the baboon and the chimpanzee side by side, we witness two masterful yet fundamentally different answers to the relentless challenge of survival. It is a classic duel, raw muscle, pitted against cunning intellect. Across the wilds, this rivalry shapes destinies, forging champions in the crucible of the African wilderness. The baboon, broad-shouldered and vigilant, reigns over the open savanna, a land where the sun is merciless and shadows are few. Here, every movement is exposed, every threat visible from miles away. In this unforgiving expanse, survival is a matter of unity and audacity. The baboon troop forms a living fortress, each member alert, every eye scanning the horizon for the flicker of a predator's tail. Their bodies are built for battle, muscles rippling beneath thick fur, jaws armed with fearsome teeth. Their strength is magnified by the unbreakable bonds of their group, a wall of defiance against the dangers that stalk the grasslands. When a leopard slinks through the tall grass, the baboons do not scatter, instead they rally, forming a bristling line of snarling defenders. Their roars echo across the plains, a challenge that even the boldest hunter must weigh carefully. Their triumphs are won through sheer force, but always as a united front. In the open, Brawn, when wielded with discipline, can be an unassailable shield. Deep within the tangled embrace of the jungle, a different champion emerges. The chimpanzee, agile and alert, moves like a shadow through a labyrinth of green. Here, brute strength is often a hindrance. The jungle is a world of vertical puzzles, where every branch and vine conceals both danger and opportunity. In this shadowy realm, the clever and the cautious thrive. The forest rewards those who can outthink, outmaneuver, and outwit. The chimpanzee's mind is its greatest weapon. With nimble fingers and sharp eyes, it fashions tools from twigs and stones, prying termites from their fortress or cracking open the toughest nuts. Where others see obstacles, the chimpanzee sees opportunity. In the depths of the forest, a group of chimpanzees gathers in silence. With subtle signals and glances, they coordinate a hunt for elusive colobus monkeys. Each member plays a role. Some drive, others ambush. The plan unfolds with precision, a testament to the power of shared intelligence. Their strength is formidable, but it is their mind, their ability to imagine, to plan, to adapt, that crowns them as rulers of this intricate world. Nowhere is this contest more vivid than in their social hierarchies. The baboon's world is ruled by the iron fist of the alpha. The alpha baboon, a titan among his peers, claims his throne through relentless displays of power. His dominance is absolute, enforced by strength and the ever-present threat of violence. Rivals are met with fury, and only the strongest can hope to challenge his rule. His reign is a storm, loud, forceful, and always on the edge of upheaval. This system is perfectly tuned for a world where danger is ever present, and only the boldest can protect the group from prowling lions or stealthy leopards. In the jungle, the chimpanzee alpha is a different kind of leader. He is a strategist, a diplomat, a master of alliances. His power is built not just on strength, but on the art of negotiation. He shares food, settles disputes, and forges bonds that can outlast any single confrontation. To stay on top, he must read the shifting tides of loyalty and rivalry, always thinking several moves ahead. In this world, a clever mind can be mightier than the strongest arm. Across Africa, this contest repeats itself in countless forms. The lion's brute force against the cunning of the hyena, the elephant's sheer size against the crocodile's ambush. Yet between baboon and chimpanzee, the contrast is most profound. Each is a masterpiece of adaptation, perfectly sculpted for its world. The baboon thrives where strength and unity are the keys to survival. The chimpanzee flourishes where wit and subtlety open doors to hidden riches. Imagine a baboon troop lost in the jungle's maze. Their numbers become a burden, their noise a beacon for silent hunters. Food is scarce and the shadows close in. Picture a lone chimpanzee on the open savannah, surrounded by the golden grass. Its cleverness is no match for the raw power of a lion pride. Here, brains alone cannot save it. Nature, in her wisdom, has armed each with the perfect arsenal for their chosen battlefield. The baboon's courage and strength, the chimpanzee's ingenuity and guile, each is a champion in its own right. In the end, the wild is not won by brawn or brains alone, but by the harmony of skill and circumstance. The baboon and the chimpanzee remind us that in Africa's epic battles of survival, there is no single path to victory, only the right one for the world you call home. Let us journey across the shimmering sea, far from the African mainland, to the extraordinary island of Madagascar, a place where the rules of survival and society are unlike anywhere else in the wild. This ancient landmass, separated from Africa for over 80 million years, has become a living laboratory of evolution. Here, isolation has given rise to creatures and behaviors found nowhere else, each adapting to the island's unique challenges in remarkable ways. Among the most enchanting of Madagascar's inhabitants are the lemurs, a diverse group of primates that have flourished in this secluded world, developing social systems and survival strategies as unique as the island itself. The ring-tailed lemur stands out, not just for its striking appearance, but for the way it challenges the norms of primate society. Unlike the male-dominated troops of baboons and chimpanzees, here a different rule prevails. With their soft grey fur, white faces, and piercing orange-yellow eyes, these lemurs seem to gaze into the heart of the forest, always alert to the subtle signals of their world. But it is their magnificent tails, longer than their bodies and boldly ringed in black and white, that truly set them apart. These tails are not for grasping, but for balance and communication, waving like banners as the lemurs leap through the trees or move across the open ground. In the dense canopy, the tail acts as a counterweight, allowing the lemur to perform acrobatic leaps with astonishing precision, a vital adaptation in a world where agility means survival. On the ground, the tail becomes a signal flag, helping the troop stay together in tall grass, and in moments of tension, it transforms into a weapon of scent and status. When the troop moves, their tails rise high, a visual beacon that keeps the group united and safe from lurking predators. In a display unique to their kind, rival males engage in stink fights, an olfactory duel where tails, anointed with powerful scents, are waved through the air, an invisible battle for dominance where the strongest smell often wins. Unlike the fierce hunters of the mainland, ring-tailed lemurs are gentle foragers, their survival strategy built on cooperation and resourcefulness. Their diet is a mosaic of fruit, leaves, flowers, and bark, with the occasional insect, a flexible menu that allows them to thrive even when food is scarce. Unlike their tree-dwelling cousins, these lemurs spend much of their time on the ground, moving with a fluid, cat-like grace, a rare trait among primates and one that gives them access to a wider range of resources. Their society is a tapestry of relationships woven together by grooming, play, and subtle signals. A world where harmony is maintained not by brute force but by social intelligence. Here the most remarkable rule of all, it is the females who lead. In this matriarchal society, power flows from the mothers and daughters, shaping every aspect of troop life. Matriarchy is rare among primates, but in Madagascar it is the foundation of survival. The dominant female decides where to forage, who eats first, and how the group responds to threats. Her leadership is clear. She leads the way through tangled forests, her decisions shaping the fate of the entire troop. She claims the choicest food, leads the defense against rival groups, and ensures the safety of her kin with unwavering resolve. All females outrank all males, a social order that keeps peace and stability within the troop and ensures the strongest, most experienced individuals guide the next generation. Males linger at the edges, ever watchful, their place in the group dependent on their ability to cooperate and submit to the matriarch's rule. This female-led society is just one of many extraordinary strategies found in the African wild, where every species writes its own rules for survival. The queens of Madagascar rule with quiet confidence, their authority as effective as the brute strength of a lioness defending her pride, or the cunning of a honey badger outwitting its foes. In Africa, every creature has its own way to survive, each rule as fascinating and unique as the animals themselves. In the heart of Africa, where golden savannas meet shadowy forests and winding rivers, a world of silent hunters unfolds. Here every blade of grass and ripple of water conceals a predator, perfectly adapted to its domain. In the dense thickets and towering trees, the leopard reigns as a master of stealth. Its rosette-marked coat melts into the shifting shadows, allowing it to move unseen, a ghost among the leaves. With each silent step, it closes in on its prey, patience and precision, its greatest weapons. The leopard's hunting technique is a study in patience. It waits, motionless, for the perfect moment. Then, in a blur of muscle and claws, it strikes, ending the chase before it has truly begun. But the land is not the only domain of Africa's silent hunters. Beneath the surface of slow-moving rivers and hidden lagoons, the Nile crocodile waits. Its armored body is nearly invisible, a living shadow beneath the water's skin. The crocodile's patience is legendary. For hours it can remain perfectly still, blending with the mud and reeds, its senses tuned to the faintest tremor. When the time is right, it explodes from the water with terrifying speed, jaws snapping shut with bone-crushing force. The leopard, too, is a creature of many worlds. It drags its kill high into the trees, away from scavengers, and feasts in solitude. From this lofty perch it surveys its kingdom, ever watchful, ever ready to vanish into the green. The crocodile, meanwhile, is both hunter and sentinel. It basks in the sun, conserving energy, then slips silently into the depths, a phantom in the current. Its world is one of ambush and sudden violence, where survival depends on the element of surprise. As night falls, the silent hunters become even more elusive. The leopard's golden eyes pierce the darkness, while the crocodile glides unseen beneath the moonlit surface. In these hours the line between land and water blurs, and the hunt continues in silence. Every sense is sharpened, every movement calculated. The leopard listens for the faintest rustle, the crocodile feels the vibrations of hooves on the riverbank. Both are patient, both are deadly, and both are perfectly attuned to their world. In the end, it is their silence that defines them. The leopard melts into the undergrowth, the crocodile vanishes beneath the water. Their presence is felt only in the sudden absence of life, the hush that follows a successful hunt. These are Africa's silent hunters, masters of land and water, shrouded in mystery and bound by the eternal rhythm of the wild. Nature's ingenuity is boundless, reaching far beyond the mighty predators and clever primates that often steal the spotlight. In every corner of the wild, extraordinary creatures have evolved astonishing, specialized skills to survive and thrive. From the shadowy depths of the rainforest floor to the shimmering blue of coastal waters and the misty heights of cloud forests, the animal kingdom is a showcase of remarkable survival strategies. Deep in the Panamanian rainforest, a living tide surges forward. An army ant colony on the move. These ants are relentless, their numbers swelling into the millions as they sweep across the forest floor. Unlike most ants, army ants are true nomads. They never settle, never build a permanent nest. Instead, their entire existence is a journey, always searching, always hunting. The colony moves as a single, unstoppable force, a living carpet that devours everything in its path. Each ant is a tiny cog in a vast living machine, their unity transforming them into a superorganism. Army ants are nearly blind, but their sense of smell is extraordinary. They communicate and navigate by laying down intricate chemical trails, pheromones that guide the swarm like invisible rivers through the tangled undergrowth. Their hunting method is pure overwhelming force. The swarm surges forward, engulfing any creature too slow to escape. In their path, chaos reigns. Insects, spiders, and even small vertebrates are seized, torn apart, and carried away by the relentless tide. Nothing is safe, not scorpions, not lizards, not even the chicks of nesting birds. The colony's teamwork is absolute, each ant playing its part in a perfectly coordinated assault. When night falls or the colony needs to rest, the ants form a living fortress, a bivouac. Linking their bodies together, they create a protective shield around the queen and her brood, pulsing with life at the heart of the swarm. This collective intelligence, where millions act as one, is a marvel of the natural world, a survival strategy that has made army ants one of the rainforest's most formidable forces. Far from the forest, in the sparkling coastal waters off Panama, another master of cooperation glides through the waves, the bottlenose dolphin. Dolphins are social marvels, their lives woven together by bonds of friendship and teamwork. They communicate with clicks, whistles, and body language, forming tight-knit pods that work together in perfect harmony. When it's time to hunt, dolphins display breathtaking coordination. They circle schools of fish, driving them into tight balls with synchronized movements and bursts of speed. One of their most ingenious tactics is the bubble net. Working together, dolphins trap their prey with a wall of rising bubbles. Several dolphins dive deep, then spiral upward, releasing streams of bubbles from their blowholes. The bubbles form a shimmering barrier, herding the fish into a dense, swirling mass. The fish, confused and trapped by the wall of bubbles, cluster tightly together, easy targets for the wading dolphins. With perfect timing, the dolphins take turns charging through the center of the bubble net, mouths agape, snapping up mouthfuls of panicked fish. Each member of the pod gets a share, their teamwork ensuring a successful hunt. High above, in the emerald canopy of Chiriqui's cloud forests, a flash of iridescent green and crimson signals the presence of a living jewel, the resplendent Quetzal. The Quetzal's survival is a story of exquisite specialization. Unlike the army ant's brute force or the dolphin's teamwork, the Quetzal relies on beauty, stealth, and a unique diet. The male Quetzal is a vision, shimmering green feathers, a brilliant red breast, and two long tail plumes trailing behind like emerald ribbons. These feathers, grown for courtship, can reach 1 meter in length, making the Quetzal one of the most spectacular birds on Earth. The Quetzal is a specialist, feasting almost exclusively on wild avocados. Its beak is perfectly shaped to pluck the fruit, and its digestive system is adapted to handle the oily flesh. As it feeds, the Quetzal swallows the fruit whole, later regurgitating the seeds far from the parent tree. In this way, it becomes a gardener of the forest, spreading new life with every meal. The Quetzal's solitary habits and specialized diet make it perfectly suited to its misty, high-altitude home. But this delicate balance also leaves it vulnerable to any change in its fragile world, a reminder of the intricate web of survival that connects all life in the wild. Across the vast and varied landscapes of Africa, every animal is a master of its own story. A story written by the land itself. Each creature's unique skills are not just random gifts, but carefully honed answers to the challenges of their particular home. The savannas, jungles, forests and rivers all shape their inhabitants, forging remarkable adaptations that allow life to flourish in even the harshest corners. There is no single recipe for survival here. Instead, every animal is a living masterpiece, perfectly tailored to its environment, each one a testament to the power of adaptation. Take the baboon, for example. On the wide-open savanna, where the sun beats down and the grass stretches to the horizon, the baboon's powerful build and bold, aggressive nature are its greatest assets. Living in large, tightly knit groups, they move as a single force across the plains, their numbers a shield against danger. In a world with few places to hide, the baboon's strength lies in unity. When a lion or leopard approaches, the troop bands together, their fierce displays and loud calls enough to make even the most fearsome predator think twice. Here, courage and cooperation are the keys to survival. Their omnivorous appetite is another secret to their success. Baboons are expert foragers, able to find nourishment in roots, seeds, insects, and even small animals. Whatever the land offers, they can use. This flexibility lets them thrive, even when food is scarce and scattered across the plains. Shaped by the relentless sun and swirling dust, the baboon is truly a child of the savanna, resilient, resourceful, and always ready for the next challenge. Deep in the emerald heart of the jungle, a different story unfolds. Here the chimpanzee reigns, a creature whose world is a maze of tangled vines and towering trees, where the ground is shadowed and the air is thick with life. In this vertical world, strength alone is not enough. The jungle rewards those who can think, solve problems, and adapt on the fly. Chimpanzees are masters of ingenuity, using their clever minds to navigate the complex forest and unlock its hidden treasures. With nimble hands, they craft tools from sticks and stones, reaching into termite mounds or prying open tough nuts, finding food where others see only obstacles. Their intelligence is their passport to survival in a world of endless puzzles. The forest's bounty is scattered and unpredictable, so chimpanzees have developed a fission-fusion society. They split into small groups to search for fruit, then come together again to share discoveries and strengthen bonds. This way, they cover more ground, finding food efficiently while never losing the warmth of their social ties. Grooming, play, and shared meals knit the group together, making them stronger as a whole. In the dappled light of the jungle, intelligence and strategy are the greatest tools. Chimpanzees form alliances, plan for the future, and navigate a world where every day brings new challenges. Here, the mind is as sharp as any claw or tooth. Far away, on the island of Madagascar, the ring-tailed lemur tells a story all its own. In the spiny forest, where strange plants and unique creatures abound, the lemur has found its niche. Isolated from the rest of the world, these lemurs have faced different predators and resources, leading to remarkable adaptations. Their world is one of thorns and shadows, where agility and caution are prized. In this land, it is the females who lead. The matriarchal structure ensures that mothers and infants are protected and the group's future is secure. The wisdom of the elders guides the troop through the ever-changing forest. Their long striped tails are more than just decoration. They are vital tools for balance in the trees and for signaling to one another as they move through the undergrowth. In the spiny forest, every adaptation counts. The ring-tailed lemur is proof that isolation can spark extraordinary solutions, creating social systems and behaviors found nowhere else on Earth. In the rainforests, the jaguar glides through water and shadows, its powerful jaws and swimming prowess making it a ruler of both land and river. Nearby, army ants march as one, their collective strength turning them into a living force that sweeps across the forest floor. The jaguar's bite can pierce the skulls of armored prey, and its silent swim brings it close to unsuspecting animals. In the tangled rivers it is unmatched, a true master of its domain. Army ants, on the other hand, are a marvel of teamwork. Individually small, together they become an unstoppable tide, overwhelming prey and reshaping the forest floor as they go. In the open ocean, dolphins use intelligence and cooperation to herd fish with swirling bubble nets, while high in the misty cloud forests, the Quetzals' radiant feathers and specialized diet tie it to the rare fruits of its lofty home. Every animal is a living key, perfectly shaped to unlock the secrets of its world. In Africa's wild places, the dance of adaptation continues, each creature a testament to the beauty and power of life shaped by its home, Our journey through the wild has revealed a world of breathtaking diversity and astonishing ingenuity, where every creature is a testament to nature's boundless creativity. Witness the raw power of the baboon, its muscles rippling as it defends its troop from rivals, and the sharp intellect of the chimpanzee, pausing to study a puzzle of branches before crafting a tool to reach hidden fruit. Marvel at the female lemur, confidently leading her family through the treetops, her calls guiding the troop to safety, while in the shadows below, a leopard stalks with silent precision, and ocean predators glide through blue depths, each perfectly adapted to their domain. Across the continent, we have seen countless ways to survive, each animal displaying a unique strategy, from the meerkat sentinels standing guard to the giraffes stretching for the highest leaves. Every adaptation is a masterpiece of evolution. The elephant's trunk, both delicate and strong, plucking fruit and sensing water. The pangolin's armor, a shield against even the fiercest predators. These strategies are not just fascinating to witness, they are living lessons in the power of adaptation, each one a story of survival written over millennia. Watch as the desert fox cools itself with oversized ears, or the chameleon shifts its colors to blend seamlessly with the leaves, each a profound example of nature's ingenuity. Strength, intelligence, and teamwork all find their place here. A lion pride working in perfect harmony to bring down prey, a chimpanzee using a stick to fish for termites, an ant colony building intricate tunnels beneath the earth. The wild is not a simple hierarchy with the strongest at the top, but a vibrant tapestry where predator and prey, giant and tiny, coexist in delicate balance. Each species fills a unique niche: zebras grazing the grasslands, dung beetles recycling nutrients, crocodiles lurking in rivers, together weaving the web of life. The baboon's might, the ant's cooperation, the Quetzal's specialized diet, each is vital, none more important than the other. Every creature, from the smallest insect to the largest mammal, contributes to the richness and resilience of its ecosystem. The variety of survival skills, camouflage, speed, cunning, cooperation, makes nature endlessly dynamic and robust. This is a celebration of life's endless creativity, where every day brings new challenges and new solutions. From the scorching deserts where the fennec fox hunts by moonlight to the icy peaks where snow leopards prowl, life finds a way to thrive in every corner of the continent. In every glance, every leap, every call, we glimpse the determination and ingenuity that define Africa's wildlife. See the chimpanzee, carefully selecting the perfect stick to extract honey. The weaver bird crafting a nest that sways safely above the floodwaters. The matriarch elephant leading her herd to hidden waterholes remembered from seasons past. In the forest, a chimpanzee's eyes gleam with intelligence as it plans a hunt, weighing every move with patience and skill. On the savannah, a baboon troop bands together, bristling with courage as they shield their young from danger. In the treetops, a female lemur's quiet authority guides her family through the shifting shadows of the forest. These are not just stories of biology, but tales of courage, ingenuity, and resilience. They are dramas of life and death, of family bonds and social alliances, of triumph and heartbreak. Each moment in the wild is as compelling as any legend, filled with emotion and meaning. As the sun rises over the African wilderness, the land awakens with the calls and colors of countless species, each playing its part in this grand symphony of life. Yet even in this celebration we are reminded of the fragility of these wonders. The jaguar's silent prowl, the Quetzal's vibrant flight, the secretive pangolin's nocturnal wanderings, all depend on the wild places they call home. As these habitats shrink, so too do the chances for these animals to display their remarkable adaptations and continue their ancient stories. By celebrating their ingenuity and marveling at the delicate balance that sustains them, we are reminded of the importance of wild places, where every creature's story can unfold. For in every creature's struggle, whether a cheetah sprinting after prey or a mother elephant nurturing her calf, we see a reflection of life's precious and powerful will to endure, adapt and flourish no matter the odds. As the sun dips below the horizon, a profound transformation sweeps across the African wilderness. The world of daylight yields to a realm of shadows, where the true masters of the night emerge. In the hush of twilight, a chorus of insects begins, signaling the awakening of countless nocturnal creatures, each perfectly honed for survival when darkness falls. Beneath the silvered canopy, the bush baby leaps from branch to branch, its enormous eyes glinting in the moonlight. These wide, unblinking orbs gather every scrap of starlight, granting the bush baby unrivaled night vision as it hunts for insects and sap. Nearby, a genet cat slinks through the undergrowth, its dappled coat blending seamlessly with the dappled moonshadows, its whiskers twitching to sense the faintest movement of prey. Further out on the savannah, the black-backed jackal surveys the land with keen hearing, every sound magnified in the cool, still air. Its sharp senses and nimble paws are perfect for scavenging and hunting beneath the cover of darkness. The aardvark emerges from its burrow, its long snout sniffing the air for the telltale scent of termites. With powerful claws, it digs into hardened mounds, feasting while most predators slumber. In the acacia thickets, a pair of porcupines shuffle quietly, their quills rustling softly. These nocturnal wanderers rely on their armored backs for protection, for even in the dark, danger is never far away. Overhead, the barn owl glides silently, its wings specially adapted for soundless flight, allowing it to swoop down on unsuspecting rodents with deadly precision. On the riverbanks, the hippo leaves the safety of the water, grazing under the cloak of night, while crocodiles lie in wait, eyes just above the surface, watching for any movement that breaks the water's calm. In the trees, fruit bats take to the skies, navigating by echolocation. They weave through the night in search of ripe figs and nectar. Even the smallest creatures have their secrets. The African scorpion glows under the moon's ultraviolet rays, warning predators of its venomous sting. The chameleon, usually immobile by day, inches along branches, hunting insects with a lightning-fast flick of its tongue, its skin shifting to match the muted tones of the night. As predators and prey alike embrace the darkness, each animal reveals a new facet of adaptation. Eyes that pierce the gloom, ears tuned to the faintest rustle, camouflage that blends with the night, and senses that guide them through the unseen. The nocturnal world is a place of heightened alertness, where survival depends on silence, stealth, and the ability to vanish without a trace. Yet there is beauty in this hidden world. The firefly's glow flashes among the reeds, a silent language of light. The nightjar sings its haunting call, weaving a melody through the darkness. In every shadow and every whisper of the wind, life pulses on, resilient, ingenious, and forever adapting. The night belongs to those who dare to thrive in its depths, and as dawn approaches, these secret lives retreat into the shadows once more, leaving only faint traces, footprints in the dust, a ripple in the grass, the memory of a fleeting silhouette. The cycle of adaptation continues as day and night trade places, and Africa's wild heart beats on, endlessly inventive, even in the darkest hours. Across the vast and ever-changing landscapes of Africa, a timeless drama unfolds, one of movement, endurance, and hope. This is the story of migration, where millions of animals embark on epic journeys driven by ancient instincts and the relentless pulse of the seasons. The first rains transform the parched savannah, painting the plains in hues of emerald. In a single, breathtaking moment, wildebeest gather in numbers that seem impossible. Herds stretching as far as the eye can see, their silhouettes merging into a living, restless tide. Alongside them, zebras and gazelles join the procession, each species drawn by the promise of fresh grass and water. Their path is marked by danger. Swollen rivers slice through the land, their currents swift and unpredictable. The wildebeest hesitate at the banks, sensing the lurking menace beneath, crocodiles motionless except for the glint of eyes above the surface. With a surge of courage, the first animals leap and the great crossing begins. Powerful hooves churn the water, young calves struggle to keep up, and chaos reigns as predators strike with lightning speed. Yet for the survivors, every stride brings them closer to life-giving pastures. Above, clouds of dust swirl as the herds thunder onward. The grasslands are alive with movement. Lions shadow the migration, their golden eyes fixed on the weak and weary. Hyenas and vultures follow in their wake, each playing their part in the endless cycle of life and death. As the journey continues, the landscape shifts. Herds traverse open savanna, cross acacia-dotted woodlands, and skirt the edges of shimmering soda lakes. Flamingos, drawn by the mineral-rich waters, take flight in pink clouds, painting the sky with their graceful wings. In the forests, elephants carve ancient pathways, their matriarchs guiding families to hidden waterholes remembered across generations. Not all migrations are measured in mass gatherings. In the Namib Desert, oryx move between dunes, seeking fleeting blooms that follow rare rains. In the Okavango Delta, red lechwe and sitatunga track the rise and fall of floodwaters, navigating labyrinths of reeds and channels. Every step is a test of endurance. Drought, exhaustion, and predators thin the ranks, but the urge to move, etched deep within each traveller, remains unbroken. Along the way, bonds are forged, mothers guide calves through peril, herds unite in mutual protection, and rivalries are set aside in the face of shared hardship. At last, as the rains return and the grasslands flourish, the migrants reach their destination. New life is born on the green plains. Calves and foals take their first tentative steps, while the elders rest, their journey complete for now. But soon the cycle will begin again, as Africa's great migrations continue, a living testament to resilience, adaptation, and the unbreakable will to survive. In these great journeys, the wild heart of Africa beats strongest, undaunted by distance, undeterred by danger, and forever moving forward. Beneath the thunder of hooves and the shadow of great predators, a quieter drama unfolds, one that shapes the very foundation of Africa's wild heart. Here, in the tangled grasses and beneath the rich red earth, insects and small creatures build, break down, and renew the world around them. Termites, often unseen, are the master architects of the savannah. Their towering mounds rise like castles from the plains, some reaching heights taller than a person. Inside, a labyrinth of tunnels and chambers hums with activity. Worker termites tirelessly chew dead grass and wood, transforming decay into fertile soil. Their mounds become oases, supporting lush vegetation that attracts grazers and in turn the predators that follow them. Even after the termites move on, abandoned mounds offer shelter to everything from snakes and mongooses to wild dogs raising their pups. Nearby, armies of ants march with military precision. Driver ants sweep through the undergrowth, consuming anything in their path, dead insects, small reptiles, even fallen fledglings. Their raids clear the land of debris, preventing disease and returning nutrients to the earth. Leafcutter ants, meanwhile, harvest tiny pieces of leaf, not for food, but to cultivate underground gardens of fungus, a delicate farming operation that sustains their colonies. Dung beetles, tireless recyclers, transform the droppings of giants into lifeblood for the soil. Some roll perfectly round balls, pushing them across the savannah to bury as food for their young. Others tunnel beneath piles of dung, aerating the earth as they go. In their wake, plants flourish, roots find room to grow, and the cycle of fertility continues. Tiny pollinators, bees, butterflies, and wasps flit from flower to flower, ensuring the next generation of acacia trees, wildflowers, and fruiting shrubs. Their delicate wings carry the promise of new life across great distances, binding the fate of plants and animals together. In the shadows, spiders spin intricate webs, capturing swarms of mosquitoes and flies. Praying mantises sway like leaves in the breeze, their patient stillness rewarded by sudden strikes. Even the smallest frogs, burrowing into the mud at the first sign of drought, keep insect populations in balance, their chorus a soundtrack to the changing seasons. All across the savannah, these unsung architects and tireless labourers create the conditions for life to flourish. They break down the dead, feed the living, and bind the wild tapestry of Africa together in ways both visible and hidden. Without them, the towering herds and swift predators would find no home. For in the intricate work of insects and small creatures, the true resilience of the ecosystem is revealed. An endless dance of creation, destruction, and renewal playing out just beneath our feet. Beneath the shimmering surface of Africa's lakes and rivers lies a world as intricate and dynamic as the savannah above. Here, in the cool, shadowed depths, aquatic life thrives, displaying remarkable adaptations for survival. In the heart of Lake Tanganyika, one of the oldest and deepest lakes in the world, an astonishing variety of cichlid fish carve out their territories. Each species boasts its own unique colors and patterns, a kaleidoscope of life darting among the rocky crevices. Some cichlids are master builders, using their mouths to meticulously construct nests out of pebbles and sand. Others, like the shell dwellers, find sanctuary in empty snail shells, turning these discarded homes into fortresses against predators. In the fast-flowing rivers, catfish navigate the currents with ease. Their whisker-like barbels detect the faintest vibrations, guiding them to hidden prey. Some species, like the electric catfish, possess a shocking defense, literally. They can generate electric fields to stun their prey or deter would-be attackers, a remarkable adaptation in the murky waters. Among the submerged vegetation, the African lungfish lies in wait. When droughts dry up rivers and lakes, this ancient survivor buries itself in the mud, encasing its body in a cocoon of mucus. Here it enters a state of suspended animation, breathing through a primitive lung until the rains return and the waters rise once more. The papyrus swamps with their dense, towering reeds provide a haven for countless creatures. Tiny killifish dart between the stems, their vibrant colors a flash of life in the green gloom. African clawed frogs with their webbed feet and sharp claws hunt voraciously, their eyes peering just above the waterline, ever watchful. In the deeper waters of Lake Malawi, the Mbuna cichlids engage in a delicate dance. Males display their brilliant hues, flaring their fins to attract females. Once a mate is chosen, the female lays her eggs in a carefully selected crevice. She then gathers the fertilized eggs into her mouth, where they will remain safe and nurtured until they hatch, a testament to the protective instincts of these remarkable fish. Even the riverbeds are alive with activity. Crabs scuttle across the sandy bottom, their pincers poised to snatch up any unwary prey. Freshwater shrimp, with their delicate, transparent bodies, filter feed, keeping the waters clean and clear. Above, the African fish eagle surveys the scene, its keen eyes scanning for movement. With a sudden plunge, it snatches a fish from the water, a testament to the interconnectedness of life above and below the surface. As night falls, the underwater world transforms. Nocturnal hunters like the African knifefish emerge, using their electrosensory abilities to navigate and hunt in the darkness. Bioluminescent creatures flash their lights, creating a mesmerizing display in the inky depths. In these hidden realms, life persists in a delicate balance. The aquatic world of Africa's lakes and rivers is a testament to nature's ingenuity, where each creature, from the tiniest shrimp to the mighty fish eagle, plays a vital role in the tapestry of life. Here in the cool embrace of the water, the mysteries of survival continue to unfold, a silent, ongoing symphony of existence. In the endless mosaic of Africa's wild landscapes, a timeless drama unfolds every day, a dance as old as life itself. Here, predator and prey are locked in a perpetual contest of wits, agility, and adaptation. On the open savannah, a herd of impalas grazes beneath the golden sun, their ears twitching at the faintest rustle. Among the grasses, a lioness crouches, her tawny coat blending seamlessly with the earth. She moves with calculated patience, her body low, every muscle coiled in silence. The impalas sense a shift, a flicker of movement, a whisper of danger. In a heartbeat, the chase erupts. The impalas leap and zigzag, their bodies built for speed and sudden turns, trying to outmaneuver the queen of hunters. The lioness, relentless, selects her target, focusing on the weakest or slowest, knowing that hesitation means hunger. Elsewhere, in the tangled thickets, a leopard ascends the branches, its spotted coat dappled with sunlight. Below, a troop of vervet monkeys forages, always with one eye on the treetops. The leopard waits, motionless, a master of stealth, but the monkeys have their own sentinels. One sharp call and the troop scatters, vanishing into the canopy before the predator can pounce. On the floodplains, crocodiles lie submerged, their eyes and nostrils just above the waterline. Wildebeest gather at the river's edge, driven by thirst and migration. The crocodiles wait for the moment of chaos when hooves churn the water and panic reigns. With a sudden lunge, jaws snap shut on an unsuspecting leg. The struggle is fierce, but not every attack succeeds. Some wildebeest break free, escaping by sheer force and luck. Even the skies play host to this eternal contest. A martial eagle soars above the grasslands, its vision keen enough to spot a hare from hundreds of feet in the air. The eagle dives, talons outstretched, but the harebolts zigzagging through the undergrowth, relying on speed and unpredictability to evade capture. But prey are not passive. From dazzling camouflage to deceptive behaviors, they have evolved remarkable tactics to survive. The African gazelle performs the stot, a series of high, bounding leaps, not just to flee, but to signal strength and health, discouraging pursuit. The pangolin, when threatened, curls into an armoured ball, impervious to the teeth and claws of even the most determined lion. This is the dance of survival, an endless game of adaptation and counter-adaptation where every sense is sharpened and every moment is a test. In Africa's wild heart, the relationship between predator and prey is not just about conflict, but about balance. Each shapes the other, driving the evolution of ever more ingenious strategies, ensuring that the drama of life continues day after day in the world's greatest natural theatre. As the sun arcs across the African sky, time is measured not just in days, but in seasons, each one sculpting the rhythm of life. Here the land transforms under the spell of rain and drought, challenging every creature to adapt, endure and thrive. In the heart of the savannah, the dry season tightens its grip. Grasses wither to brittle gold, and rivers shrink to winding ribbons of mud. Herds of elephants, ancient wanderers, march together across parched earth, their trunks sweeping the air for the scent of water. Matriarchs lead the way, memorizing secret paths to hidden springs, a knowledge passed down through generations. At shrinking waterholes, a silent truce forms. Zebras, buffalo and antelope gather, their wary eyes scanning for predators, as the precious liquid draws all life together. But the dry season is not just about scarcity, it is a crucible, forging resilience. Wildebeest calves, born at the start of the dry months, grow strong on the last flush of green, their bodies built for the arduous journey ahead. Some animals, like the African bullfrog, retreat underground, encased in a cocoon of mud, waiting for the promise of rain. Then, with a distant rumble, the first storms break the silence. The wet season arrives in a torrent of life. Rain sweeps across the plains, painting the land in emerald hues. Dormant seeds explode into bloom, and insects emerge in dazzling swarms. The air vibrates with the calls of frogs and the flutter of wings as migratory birds return, drawn by abundance. Predators adjust their tactics. Lions, once blending with dry grass, now stalk through lush meadows, their coats darkened by rain. Crocodiles, invigorated by swollen rivers, drift silently, waiting for prey, unaccustomed to the new currents. The great herds respond in kind. Wildebeest and zebra embark on epic migrations, following the rains in search of fresh pasture. With every step, they fertilize the soil, ensuring the cycle continues. Some species have mastered the art of timing. The impala births its young in synchrony, overwhelming predators with sheer numbers. The red-billed quelea, feathered locusts of the savannah, time their breeding to the peak of seed abundance, transforming the sky into a living cloud. Throughout these shifting tides, survival is a delicate balance. The fennec fox in the arid north grows oversized ears to dissipate heat, while the hippopotamus in the southern wetlands spends days submerged, shielding its skin from the sun. Each adaptation is a testament to nature's ingenuity. In Africa, the seasons are more than weather. They are the pulse of the wild. Every animal, from the smallest termite to the mightiest elephant, is both sculptor and subject, shaped by the turning wheel of rain and sun. And as the landscape transforms, so too does the drama of survival, forever renewed by the promise of change. Beneath the open sky of Africa, a different kind of genius is at work, one not measured in blueprints or bricks, but in instinct and ingenuity. Here, animals have become architects, shaping the land with structures as complex and purposeful as any built by human hands. Deep underground, the naked mole rat carves out sprawling labyrinths, tunnels that stretch for kilometers, with chambers for sleeping, nurseries for the young, and even dedicated latrines. Their teeth, sharp and ever-growing, are nature's perfect excavation tools. Within these cool, hidden worlds, entire colonies thrive, safe from the heat and predators above. On the surface, the savannah's most iconic skyscrapers rise, the towering termite mounds. Built grain by grain, these earthen castles can stand taller than a person, their spires bristling against the horizon. Inside, a maze of tunnels and vents maintains a perfect balance of temperature and humidity, sheltering millions of termites and their precious fungus gardens. Each mound is a living machine, engineered for survival in the harshest climates. Along riverbanks, the industrious African beaver rat weaves nests of reeds, floating homes that rise and fall with the water's flow. In the wetlands, hippos carve out wallows that reshape entire landscapes, creating pools that become lifelines for countless other creatures during the dry months. High in the acacia trees, sociable weaver birds collaborate on a truly monumental feat. Communal nests woven from grass and twigs that can house hundreds of birds across generations. These avian apartment blocks are insulated against the searing sun and the chill of night, with separate entrances and chambers for different families. Some nests grow so large they bend the very branches that hold them. Under the cover of darkness, the aardvark emerges to dig burrows with powerful claws. These subterranean shelters are cool sanctuaries by day and safe havens by night, not just for the aardvark, but for warthogs, porcupines, and even snakes who move in when the original architect moves on. From the smallest ant to the mightiest elephant, Africa's animals shape their world with every nest, burrow, and dam. Each structure is a testament to the wonders of instinct, adaptation, and cooperation, a silent legacy written across the land. In this continent of ceaseless invention, nature's master builders continue to inspire, their creations standing as monuments to survival and the art of living wild.